Howdy guys, what's going on everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream, my friends. Hope everyone's well, hope everyone's doing good. Let's go ahead and see who we got here for the live stream here so far. We got ourselves Elite Gamer, we have John, we have Mark, we have Crystal, we have ourselves, let's see here, John, we have Aiden, Quiet, have ourselves Haley. Let's see, Rain, what's up, dude? We have, how close are we? We have Hald, we have E-Man, we have Kim. I don't know if I already said Kim or not. But what's up, guys? Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing good. So, obviously, yeah, this live stream is going to be a little different than our past live streams. We're going to be going in more of climatology and more of, like, you know, an upcoming weather pattern shift that we're going to be seeing. And, you know, it's going to be totally different than how we've been seeing it so far this year. I mean, this year has been absolutely nasty. Absolutely nasty. We've been seeing storm after storm. I'm happy to tell you, at least for some people, we're going to start to see a bit of calming. But Lord, who knows how long that's going to last. So we'll definitely need to be looking out there for that. So we're going to go over models. We're going to go over all kinds of things. Climate Prediction Center outlooks, which you can currently see right here. We'll get into that here in a moment. But yeah, so a lot of things we've got to talk out there. We've got to talk about out there. Let's see. What's up, Sharon? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Only seen an inch of snow here. It all melted away. Is that all you've seen, Rain? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, you're up. Aren't you up in Wisconsin? Honestly, kind of forget where people are at because so many of you guys to keep up with. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing good, man. Anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into it. We're not going to waste any of your guys' time here. So obviously we do have a bit of a warming trend and a bit of a cooling trend coming up here for the country. As you guys can currently see, this is the outlook here for the next, or basically from days 6 to 10. So obviously this is not starting today. This is starting 6 days from now to 10 days from now. So it's that little margin of 4 days. 6 to 10 days out there. So for these days, so basically next week is kind of the time frame we're talking about here. So a lot of the orange and all of this stuff. So we're looking at the temperatures first. We'll look at the presentation here in a moment. But the temperatures is going to be warming up quite a bit for these areas. Obviously, we have ourselves some really above normal conditions expected up there towards like Minnesota. Things are definitely going to be warming up there towards those regions. I mean, look at this, 70% chance of temperatures being above normal across this region of Wisconsin, portions of Michigan, northern Iowa, pretty much literally the entire state of Minnesota is going to be in much above average temperatures. Now, things are going to be a little different across the west here. We're going to be seeing ourselves a lot of cooler temperatures out this way. Really interesting. We're going to see some more storm systems out in these regions as well as we're going to end up seeing. Obviously, we've been having a lot of storms out there across the south, really. A lot of the storms have been popping through the, kind of these regions here particularly, kind of like Texas into the Tennessee, Tennessee Valley and portions of the southeast. It's been very, very active in terms of some storm systems overall. Let's see, MP says, where's my snow? Don't know. I don't even remember you're at MP. Let's see here. Let's see. Florida has already. Oh yeah. We've already seen a lot of warming conditions up here. Really for a lot of the south, because currently in the weather pattern we have ourselves, or we did have a lot of that warm air coming up from the Gulf area and. Fueling those storms we did see. Luckily, those are pretty much done. We do have a couple of, isolated severe thunderstorms possible today, but I think most of the event's done. I mean, at this point, there's like no instability, so pretty much all this activity is done. Here's current radar. Just want to bring that up real quickly to the people who's wondering. Yeah, things are not looking any concerning anymore. Anyways, back over here. So yeah, like I was saying, basically starting next week, regarding temperatures, I'd say kind of late next week, we're gonna start to see a really big warming pattern out there towards the central United States, the Ohio Valley, the Northeast, and portions of like the southern plains and portions of the southeast here in general. And then of course, like I said, the west going to be a little bit more cooler. Now, precipitation wise, now here's the big thing here, my friends. There's a lot to take in with this overall photo here, which is definitely pretty crazy. So we have ourselves a area here of 70% chance of precipitation. So yeah, we're looking at precipitation overall. Out west, it is going to be a lot more above normal. Here coming for, like I said, middle to late next week is when it's going to start. But we're going to see ourselves a lot of precipitation, a lot more storm systems to be rolling through these portions of the country. Now, up in the northeast, as you can see, Ohio Valley, it's actually supposed to be drier. It's actually supposed to be, drier than normal, less storm systems and all that fun stuff. So it's going to be a little more quiet up in these regions here. So not only are you seeing those warm temperatures in some of those regions out there like Wisconsin and portions like Minnesota, but it's also going to be getting pretty dry too. You're going to see a lot of warm and dry conditions, likely a lot of high pressure in the regions here. So basically not as many storms here. Overall. So yeah, but we're really targeting the southwest now, starting kind of late next week. We'll look at the models here in a minute. We actually do have a couple of storm systems that could breach the southwest and could obviously bring up the rain here down in time. Let's see here. But yeah, also, yeah, we're going to talk about the snow, guys. We do have a snowstorm that's coming up for the northeast, actually getting ready to start tonight. We'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what's going on there. Now, when it comes to basically days 8 to 14, this is basically not a week from now. Obviously, this is starting a week from now into the next week following. So as we approach into that margin, we're still going to be seeing a warm north. I mean, this is going to be lasting probably for a couple of weeks here, up there towards portions like, up there up north towards like Minnesota, really showing like Minnesota, Wisconsin, really being a lot more warmer than normal coming up here. Same thing for the west, still pretty cold, and precipitation wise, man, honestly, not much is changing. I mean, really, it's going to be really different here. I mean, obviously, there's still potential of seeing slightly above normal precipitation up there in the southeast, which, I mean, that's just typical El Nino. I mean, typical El Nino brings a lot more moisture because of a tropical jet that we have going across the southern country. I mean, obviously, that pattern typically does bring a lot more precipitation for the south in general, which, this lines up perfectly for this time of the year overall. But here in more of the weather pattern, more of the upcoming pattern here, we're going to see a lot more precipitation, than normal across the southwest. So obviously that could be a problem for, upper elevations regarding snowfall. Could be a problem for, obviously some of these regions here that has not seen much precipitation recently, which, could have a numerous amount of problems. But it could be good in some terms as well. Kind of a mix here. Let's see here. I'm hoping for a stormy spring this season or this year. It probably will be. Probably will be quite stormy. I could definitely imagine that, for sure. Let's see here. So we already went out there days 3 to 4. Wow, they go out pretty far here. Look at this, 3 to 4. I really don't like looking this far out because I think things could really change. Let's see here. Yeah, for the next upcoming month. So basically a month. It's going to be, yeah, pretty much a lot more precipitation down south. Really has Florida and some heavy stuff there. Southwestern side. This really showing that El Nino pattern here. See here, and then the 3-month one, yeah. So really is pulling into that extended range there. But it really does show that El Nino type of scenario overall. See, Haley says, I hope I get nice thunderstorms this year in March. Yeah, I think it'll be a good possibility. I really do. All right, so we're going to move into models now. So this is kind of more in the immediate range in terms of like upcoming weather events here. That was kind of more of a climatology look to things. I really wanted to, just bring up there with you guys. But so obviously right now, current time being here for today, we have ourselves that low pressure system across portions here of the southern Ohio Valley. And you know what? This was actually the system. There it is right there. This was a system that was driving, that warm air up here to the southeastern United States, and the same storm system that's been causing that severe weather. So yeah, that's the storm system here overall. Now, if we hop on back here to the models here, you can actually see at this in particular moment, this is kind of for like current time. So basically, the jet stream is following this pattern here. So we obviously have a bit of a ridge effect across the west here, and a bit of a trough effect across the east. Now, what's happening in this instance is that we're actually getting a lot of warm air, actually going out to the west here a little bit as well. Feeding into that high pressure zone. Meanwhile, we have a bit more cooler air coming down in towards the Ohio Valley. Obviously, a bit more warm air up there towards the southeast as well. This is kind of like the vectors per se of how the jet stream reacts. But yeah, so obviously in the current moment here, we have a lot of drier conditions, a lot more warmer temperatures out there in the southwest, and a bit more of that storm activity. We've just seen that trough go through. But anyways, so we work our way down in time here for like the 29th. So obviously, let's see here. So today is the 27th. So into the 28th here, it'll do the same thing. Into the 29th and 30th. So as we approach kind of like here for the 1st, obviously this is, not too far out here. We're getting real close to February here. This is going to be the new beginning of that new weather pattern we're talking about here. And you can see how a lot of the country is relatively relatively in high pressure. It's going to lead to mostly calm conditions. It's going to allow for possibly even warmer weather. Yeah, warmer weather, more calm conditions, and we got that omega block there. Basically, just a big ridge of high pressure throughout the central United States, and that's going to be there for a little bit, and that's going to allow for things here for the beginning of February to be warmer than normal. Less precipitation, but then it comes to the point here where as we approach here a little bit more into, here's where things gets a little crazy. As we approach our way into the early February commute, like for maybe the 2nd and 3rd, we're going to get ourselves a big trough swinging down here, according to the GFS models, the model we're looking at. And obviously this will be bringing a lot of rain for the southwest, and we actually did see that. There on the climatology outlooks, but you can really see why that's going to be in place here. So we're going to have a low pressure system slamming the southwest, which will be bringing, obviously, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of snow up there for those upper elevations. And, obviously, who knows? I mean, if this thing can hold up enough, it does show a trough injection going right through the southeastern United States. Obviously, I'm not saying it now because this is a little far out, but, if conditions are met, I mean, this could even spark maybe a bit of severe weather here, kind of for like the, probably the mid 10s. How would you say that? Kind of for like the mid single. Okay, so you have the 1st through the 10th, kind of in the middle, right around the 5th or so. I'll just say, yeah, basically probably right around the 4th and the 5th. We could have that system impact the southeast here overall. If you notice, it's actually a really big dip across the northeast here. Now that honestly could be a bit of a problem. That probably could allow for a lot of cold air potential to roll its way up into the northeastern United States, because it kind of detaches from the Arctic here, as you can kind of see, and it does really impact the northeast overall. But yeah, so at least for the rest of this month, the rest of these last couple of days into like the first day or two of February, expect it to quiet down a bit. Actually, it's going to be very nice. It's going to be very nice. Gives you a moment to rest. Gives me a moment to rest with this high pressure period. So it'll be warmer. It'll be more clear. It'll be overall more nice. Let's see here. Currently an omega block, very rare for midwinter. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about here. Is we have 2 low pressure systems in the the big high ridge across the central U.S. Let's see. It looks like an omega. Yep, pretty much. So that'll be good for a couple days of nice weather for everybody coming up here. So definitely will be pretty nice. But then, like I said, shortly after here, as we approach into the beginning of February, we're going to start to get a lot of activity across the West Coast, and that could shoot its way to the east. Now, there is something I do want to do, actually. I do want to compare these models. I want to compare both the, let's see here. I want to compare both the GFS and the European model. That way we can kind of get two, obviously 2 opinions in here. Let's see here. Oh, am I? Let's see. Hold on. 4 maps maybe. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, so there you go. So now you can kind of see both the... Can I zoom out a bit? Fortunately, my webcam's kind of in the way. That's a little better. Okay. I can hardly see. Anyway, so yeah, both the models. You got the European here on the right and the GFS on the left here. You can see GFS and ECMWF here, European model. So obviously with that trough rolling through, it's kind of expected. And yeah, I mean, both models do show that omega block there. Basically a huge ridge. Look at that thing. Look how far that thing shoots up into even Canada. Like, that is actually pretty crazy. I mean, really showing huge ridge. I mean, a really huge ridge here. Like, that's going to be a big difference for a lot of you guys up here. I mean, like I said, it's going to be more warm. It's going to be more dry. You know, overall, nice conditions. So, expect some pretty good weather coming up for those areas. But as we approach our way down further in time, obviously, yeah, both models do show the west getting plummeted or getting hit by that low pressure system here, which is definitely, definitely going to cause some problems. I think, could cause a lot of snow for upper elevations there in the west, and who knows if this thing. If this thing does work its way down towards the south, as both models do kind of project here, as you can see. Not saying it will, but, there is a possibility when it comes to it at that point to where there could be, obviously maybe a bit of severe weather included. I mean, it can't be ruled out at this time, but that would be taking place here. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll be taking place here for kind of like right around February 4th, February 5th. So's that trough, that little low pressure system, swinging down towards the southeast here. So definitely wanted to mention that. Let's go ahead and bring this back up here. Let's see here. Need a chance to clean up down trees. Thanks. No problem. No problem. Yeah, no, it'll definitely be good conditions for you guys to do what you need to do before the next round of storms goes through. Yeah, I mean, it does look like, obviously this is going a little too far out in the models, but at least in the reasonable time frame here, as the models are both the European and the GFS are pretty pretty much in agreement mode with this happening. So what's going to happen is this system is going to roll out. Once the system rolls out, there's actually a little bit of talk of another storm system here, as you can actually see. Coming down towards like Wisconsin, a little bit of a trough could bring a little bit of something. We'll have to look at that more in particular in the models here in a minute. But then after that rolls through out here for basically, like I said, for literally like February 1st. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a great day for a lot of people. First day of February, it'll be good for a lot of people. And of course, as we approach, like I was explaining here, for the 2nd, 3rd, we're going to get another storm system to impact the west. Bringing in a lot of snow potential, I think, and all of that stuff. So, anyway, so that's enough of that. We'll get back to that here in a little bit, but I do want to take a look at the models. Whoa, what's going on here? There we go. I do want to look at more of the models, like more one-on-one here overall. So this is the GFS model. Obviously, we'll talk about this here in a second. There is a bit of a snowstorm kicking off here for tomorrow, basically here for tonight into tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, there's another trough, another little area of low pressure that could roll through, maybe diving some severe weather, diving some winter weather across portions here of the Ohio Valley. I mean, probably not going to be anything too significant, but then, like I said, those that whole big omega block here, huge ridging action across across much of the country. So that'll be very, very beneficial to you guys and everybody really around here. Then, of course, like I was saying, get another round of some another round of some nasty weather coming through. Starting here for pretty much February 2nd, kicking through, and could cause a bit of snowfall concerns. And like I said, it depends. But I mean, both the European model and both the ECMWF and the GFS model, so the American and the European model, they both support a potential system rolling through the southern plains and up into the southeast here. Now, I don't think this, obviously, I mean, at this point, it's a little far out to look, but since both models agree on it, there is a decent chance this actually could play out. What I want to see, though, is there's going to be any supports of any instability available with that trough. Now, obviously, like I said, it's way, way too early to tell. Oh, let me fix the scene for you guys. It's way, way too early to tell, but there could be a bit of instability. I mean, obviously, there's a big pool of it down there towards the Gulf. And at this point, we're getting pretty far into the models here, but both, like I said, both the European and the GFS model did support it. So, like I said, that could possibly be an outcome. It just depends on how strong that advection is, how strong all that, how strong that jet really is in general. Good night, Chris. Thanks for joining, man. See you. YouTube kicked you off the live stream. Oh, wow. My Siri went off. How? Dude, I swear Siri, literally turns on for, the most stupidest words you say. I don't even think I said anything near Siri, and I'm saying it now, and it's not even popping up. What's up, John? Hope you're doing good, man. But, yeah, so we'll just have to see. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things that can change by then, but it seems like right now, I mean, we have a relatively decent agreement going on here. Yeah, so look at this. So here's probably something you guys really want to know about. Actually, look at this. So this is kind of for the afternoon, early evening for January 30th. I mean, look at the temperatures, you guys. Holy cow. I mean, literally, almost all of the country is above freezing. I mean, even Montana, some areas getting up in the 60s compared to, the negative 40s they had, a couple weeks ago. Dude, that's a big improvement. Big improvement there. And of course, we're watching an Arctic potential up there towards the northeast. Yeah, both models do pick up on that. Like I said, both European ECMWF and the GFS do pick up on that. In terms of that little bit of Arctic air rolling across the northeast here. And if that did occur, that would be happening for early February, and that would be very, very cold for you guys up there in the northeast. So that's more for my northeast friends who live out by New England. Just be aware that early February could get very, very cold. Just depends, obviously, on the, just depends on if it continues to hold up or not. I mean, like I said, looking both at the GFS, which is on the left, and the ECMWF, which is on the right here. You can see how they both do support. Let's see here. Yeah, for basically early February, some form of trough across portions of the Northeast, which, actually originates from the Arctic Circle, which you can actually see how it comes down from the Arctic Circle, bringing likely a lot of that cold air down with it, in which, you can see the GFS we were looking at there really picks up on. So that could be a problem for the Northeast. See, it's kind of weird this afternoon, Sharpie model. Let's see. Showed a 960 low pressure system for the East Coast. I guarantee you it's going to be something else for the next model run. Do you know what model that was? Oh, you said European model. Interesting. Yeah, you're probably right. I guarantee it's going to change. I'm just generally curious what the Euro showed. Was it the, I'm assuming 12 Zulu run? Oh, yeah, right there. Look at that. That's almost like a hurricane. A snowicane. Has a bit of winter weather on. Yeah, that won't happen, guys. Obviously, that's here for the 5th. What does GFS show on that? See, it's obviously good to obviously good to gather all model opinions here. Dude, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I'm pretty sure pretty sure we're seeing around this time. I'm pretty sure this was right around the time here. It's more of like a ridge than a low pressure. Was it this one? I'm genuinely concerned here. Let's see here. Brandy! Thank you so much for the $3.99, my friend. Appreciate it on Cashapp. Thank you so much, Brandy. You did not have to do that, man. Thank you so much. Huge shout out goes to Brandy for the $3.99 on Cash App. You really didn't have to do that, my friend. That's much appreciated. Thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. Okay, let's see here. Oh, you guys can see that. There you go. So that's for the 5th. That's for, okay, the 5th at 0 Zulu. It's good to memorize the timing. 5th at 0 Zulu. Boom. Right here. Yeah. Look at that. GFS does not even show anything. Once again, Brandy, thank you so much. That's much appreciated. Definitely didn't have to do that, my friend. Yeah, I mean, obviously anything after that's just a little too hard to predict. I mean, definitely changed, yeah. Let's take a moment, y'all. We'll get back into the long range and stuff like that here in a minute, but I want to talk about that snowstorm here. Like I said, we have more of an immediate concern for a bit of, let's see here, a bit of winter precipitation coming up here for the Northeast. Now, it's not going to be anything really significant, I don't think. I mean, obviously, it could drive a bit of snowfall. Like I said, right now, the current time is it's right around almost 11, so we're kind of right around this point in time here. So right now, it looks like a lot of precipitation across like the Mid-Atlantic and stuff. Let's see. Go ahead and see. Oh, probably need to turn on my weather data here. There we go. Yeah, so you can see a lot of rain right now throughout portions like the Mid-Atlantic and all that fun stuff. And as we approach our way further down in time, so it looks like we're going to start to see that conversion maybe as early as like maybe as early as like 3 a.m. according to this model. Now remember, this is one model. Obviously things could change, and obviously it shows it turning into more heavier snow. Wow, really coming down here possibly by late tomorrow morning. Then the whole thing just kind of turns into snow by the evening. Storm system should be mostly out by the 29th by the evening at some point. Wait a minute. Is that system? Yeah, we were watching that other trough here, that other storm system. Wow. Oh shoot, that could be a problem for snow squalls. Okay. Y'all, let's keep an eye on this. This is going to be happening for basically the evening of the 29th into the early 30th. You see that sharp line there of winter weather? That's got me concerned for maybe a bit of snow squall activity. Looks like it's lake effect generated. As that cold air mass comes down from the north, rubs over the Great Lakes, the warm Great Lakes waters, and will start to kick off some precipitation. Yeah, you got to watch out for those. Sometimes those things can actually turn pretty crazy. Let's see. Hey from Wisconsin, says Kenneth. What's up? Hello from Florida, my friend. Quite a ways away from each other. Do I see anything weather for Wisconsin area? It's funny you mentioned that, man. We're actually looking at that area right now. So obviously today into tomorrow, no. I mean, it's going to be pretty clear the next couple of days. It's really for the evening of the 29th. We're watching out for that. Even then, it doesn't look like much impact for you. What is the... Hold on. What does the temperature show? Yeah, it's not going to be anything too significant. Honestly, I really don't see much in the short range here. Yeah, I think this is going to be more of a problem maybe for like Michigan rather than Wisconsin. Let's see. I'm here lurking in chat. Glad to have you here, Crystal. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Alright, we'll pull up HRRR here. I don't know if this model goes far enough for this yet. Yeah, it gets there. It gets there, but not quite. Looks like that air mass is still be coming down here according to that model. I mean, even GFS and all the main models picked up on that. Let's look up in the northeast here with the snowstorm. Yeah, those are pretty much accurate. I mean, transition happens maybe between 3-4 a.m. Turns to snow for a lot of places. Really heavy snow potential out there for the morning tomorrow. Mostly like late mid morning. Let's see here. Hello from Tampa. Hello from Lakeland. I am very close to you. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Let's see. No lag. Okay, good. Let's see here. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great night. You too, Kenneth. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Here, I'm curious to see winds. Okay. Reason I was looking at these winds here is because I was looking to see how strong they're going to be out there in the mountains. Was it New Hampshire? Shoot, is it Vermont or New Hampshire that has... Is it Mount... Oh my gosh, dude, I am losing my mind. I literally cannot remember anything. What's that big mountain up there? I don't remember if it's in New Hampshire or Vermont. Can someone help me out here? I'm not sure what mountain it is up there. I think it's either Vermont, New Hampshire, and it's a really big mountain. Mount Washington? Is it Mount Washington? No. Is it? Oh my gosh, dude. My memory is so shot, you guys. Like, being live so long, it completely erased my memory. Not just from one session. I mean, for like all these crazy severe weather events and stuff. Mount Washington. Okay, so which state is that? Is that Vermont or New Hampshire? I think it's New Hampshire. I want to say it's New Hampshire. What's up, Elite Gamer? Connecticut. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Jack says Hollywood Falls. Hollywood Falls. Mount Washington. Okay, so I know it's Mount Washington. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's what state? What state is it in? New Hampshire. Gotcha. Okay, it is New Hampshire. At least I got the state right. Oh lordy, I need some help, you guys. I am losing my noggin here, y'all. But yeah, so we'll keep it on the snow here. I don't think it's gonna be. Obviously, there's gonna be some impacts for sure. Here, let's actually hop you guys down here. We're gonna actually turn this back to dark presentation mode. Gonna turn off the areas here too. Okay. So what I want to do is look at the winter severity index. What do they have for days 1 to 3? So nothing too significant. Yeah, once you approach the orange, oh my gosh, I have a habit of picking the wrong colors. So once you approach the orange regions here, that's where it's kind of a big concern. The yellow, obviously there could be some minor impacts, which, you know, more specifically means like, you know, caution while driving, use extra caution. The orange here, the moderate impacts, that's where some closures and all that stuff will start to become problem, you know, probably quite likely. Good news is, though, is that there's not a lot of those. It's mostly on the minor impacts here. I mean, this is the Northeast here. I mean, everybody up here knows how to handle snow, you know? Let's look at the accumulations. We're going to pull them bad boys up here, and we're going to look and see how much snow. Let me turn off infrared scan. Wow. Dude, holy cow, the accumulations have went up a lot. Okay, look at this. Some of those heavy spots could accumulate maybe up to 10 inches in some areas. Shoot, maybe up higher. We're expecting around 10 inches in some areas. So Buffalo, about 1 to 2 inches or so. Syracuse, probably 2 to 4. Albany, New York, honestly, probably 4 to 6 inches out there. Birmingham, right around, maybe 2 to 4 inches. Boston, Massachusetts, maybe about 1 to 3. Yeah, definitely locally it could get pretty crazy. Jackman coming in with a $10 super chat, my friend. Thank you so much, dude. Saying here's some coffee money, friend. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, Jack. That is very sweet of you, man. You definitely did not have to do that. Thank you so much, dude. With a $10 super chat. Thanks, dude. That rocks, man. Thank you so much. Seriously, that's very sweet of you. Big shout out goes to Jack. Thanks once again, man. I'll make sure to give you a thank you at the end of the live stream as well. So big shout out to you. What are we going over right now? Snowfall accumulations with tonight's winter storm in the Northeast. Let's see here. It's been a while since I had a day off from streaming. It says rain. Yeah, it's been quite a while. I mean, I've been covering these things left and right for a while now. Dude, January is just a crazy month with weather, man. Crazy way to start off the year, dude. Once again, Jack, thank you, man. That really brightened my day. See, I want sunshine. Oh, well, I'm happy to tell you. Like I said, with this new pattern we're coming up here. It's gonna get a little better for a lot of us. We'll go and hop on back here. Yeah, like I said, what the models are showing us here is a lot of ridging. A big omega block here across across a lot of the main country here. I mean, this is literally a big block across like the United States in general. So, yeah, that's for February 1st. So like as soon as we transition into the new month of February, it's gonna be nice for a lot of people. Warmer temperatures and all that stuff. See, that would be so nice. Oh yeah, no, it will be for a lot of people for sure. But of course, all fun things come to an end, right? Because as we approach here for like the 3rd, 4th, we're gonna get a big trough to slam the West Coast here. Could bring some problems with flooding. I mean, maybe even a bit of an issue with upper level snowfall. I think could be an issue. What models am I using? I'm using the GFS and the ECMWF, which is a European model. This is Euro. This is American GFS. But you can see they're both. I mean, obviously they're not going to line up perfectly because they're different models, but they both do show that big ridge. Really kicking off out there. Tired of the clouds. Yeah, I can understand. Let's see. How much snow is northern Connecticut getting? Let's see. Ranges. Here. Let me bring it all over here. So obviously we have Massachusetts, we have Connecticut here. Upper side, about like maybe 3 to 5 across some of those regions there. I mean, that's the expected amount. Remember, it could go a little higher, could be a little lower. I mean, take these numbers with a grain of salt, but somewhere around those values. Seems like the heaviest might be in South New Hampshire. Yeah, maybe up to around 10 inches. Could be a little higher. I wouldn't be surprised if worst case scenario, we did pull up a localized sector of about a foot in some of those areas. I really wouldn't be surprised. I mean, remember, that's the expected amounts here. I mean, it could obviously do the old flipperoo and could be a little more. What's up, Mr. Fire? Hope you're doing good, man. What can we expect in Huntsville, Alabama? We're having taste of spring after winter storm. Gotcha. So obviously, you all had that bit of a, I wouldn't call it severe weather, but a bit of a thunderstorm scenario that rolled through. Happy to tell you, man, that it's honestly going to be relatively clear. Yeah, we're going to get some high pressure building in here next couple days, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice. Could be a bit more warmer than it has been. Here, let me show you this. So obviously we had this system roll through. This is what already happened, and obviously this will be rolling out, and then we'll have ourselves some pretty dry conditions. You know, a bit more drier, a bit more sunny. Yeah, I'm watching out for a system here for the 4th of February. Now, obviously I know this is a little ways away, but both European and both European and the the GFS explain, or both show it. European just takes it a little more, a little more aggressively. Somehow turns it up into a hurricane. A little too early for all that madness, but nah, that's not a hurricane. That's just a real strong nor'easter there. But yeah, no, it won't be of any of that magnitude. But you can see how both models. Oh, come on, dude. There you go. Right around February 4th, both models do show it. So yeah, it's a fair probability. I mean, I'd give it a fair chance. Let's see. What can I see in Denver for next week? Honestly, pretty much the same thing, man. It's gonna be relatively nice for a while. A lot of dome of high pressure going to be out there. You can see there's Colorado up there, and it's going to be pretty dry, man, for the next several days. It's not really till like February 2nd, February 3rd when we get that trough that impacts the West Coast. It'll bring up some precipitation. Like I said, watching for potential of severe weather. Obviously, whenever you have a system that does this type of motion, in some circumstances, in some cases, we can have severe weather. In which obviously the GFS at this point with the instability, obviously the instability is not really the best to look at, or this is the model not really the best to look at it, but you can see there is a bit of instability that could work its way up in the country. Way too early to tell as of now, obviously, but you know, these type of scenarios, man, they can and frequently do lead into some severe weather concerns. I mean, we'll see. I don't think SBC has anything. Obviously, they're not going to have a risk out for it, but do they have any word on it? Let's see. Several days of air mass modification will be required after a dry continental intrusion in Gulf days 2, 3. A surface cyclone becomes established. Rockies around day 7. Here we go. Increasing PW will build precipitable water, by the way. Will build north into the western Gulf. Conjunction. My camera's in the way. Instability will likely increase across portions of Texas, Louisiana. There you go. Oh, will spread which appears too large to warrant a 15%. What did I say, y'all? I didn't even look at the SPC, and they already mentioned it. Let's see here. Storm Gaming, dude, coming with a $2 super chat, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Saying it's me, Storm Track. How much snow Alaska get? A lot of my programs don't reach up in Alaska. We mostly cover the main 48, but honestly, it's really hard. I don't know what to look at. I mean, obviously, I could look at some models to show you, but we really don't cover Alaska too much because it's not really in our main area. But I mean, it is a U.S. state, obviously. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of coastal snowfall out there coming up here for the, now. Yep, early tomorrow morning, got a cyclone ramming into Alaska, bringing a bit of snow, and then a high-pressure ridge builds in for the 1st. Quite a crazy barrage of weather out there, man. Dude, I tell you, Alaska has some funky weather. I mean, it could be sometimes warm, it could be sometimes, like, really cold. Crazy. Let's see here. But once again, dude, thanks for the 2. You didn't have to do that, man. But accumulations, like I said, I wouldn't take this serious. Not gonna lie with y'all, but here's a 10-to-1 ratio. Wow, look at that. So this is over the next 3 days? Dude, it breaks the scale. Oh. It breaks the scale. Look at that. Dude. Well, at least, I will tell you this. For those mountain ranges in southern Alaska, we will easily be breaking like probably 2 to 4 feet. That's about all I can tell you. And then more towards the interior portion, not too much. Could it be snow this week in Denver? Probably not. Oh, don't want to go out to the U.S. That's for tropical season, my friend. We're gonna be looking at a lot of that towards like July and June, and June I think is whenever hurricane season starts. June 21st, I think. Let's see. Pretty sure. Did I say June 21st? Can I not find it? June 1st. June 1st, okay. So June 1st from to November 30th. I knew that. So June 1st will be whenever hurricane... Yeah, we'll be looking at a lot of this in June. That's whenever the Hurricane Center opens up their forecasts. And that's when things get down and dirty. Yep, me being in Florida now, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm honestly kind of excited for it. I know this sounds bad, dude. It sounds terrible. I hate the destruction that hurricanes cause, man, but on the other hand, it's like I said, I do love a good storm, and it definitely is pretty neat. But like I said, destruction they cause, the lives they lose is not what not the good part of it, obviously. Let's see. Both models show sub 1,000. Could be that magnitude. What, 1,000 millibars? Is that what you're talking about? Pressure? Hey, talking about that southeast storm. This guy. Which, I mean, yeah, probably get a decent rainstorm here on early February. Let's see. There's going to be some rain on the 4th February next Sunday. Yep. That's actually what we're looking at. Southeast, both, like I said, both Euro and GFS do support it. And here's European models perspective. Yeah, European goes nuts, though, on it. Once again, that's not going to be the case. I can already tell you that's not going to happen. Not that I think the event will happen, but not that what I'm saying is not going to happen is that craziness. Let's see here. Do they have schools in Alaska? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Let's see here. Sony, thank you so much, dude, for the $2, man. Appreciate it. I like fish storms. Hate when people cheer hurricanes. Yeah, honestly, like I said, I don't enjoy what they cause. But like I said, I do like good storms. I mean, obviously, that's just in my blood. That's just who I am as a person. You know, natural storm chaser. But I absolutely get it, my friend, for sure. Thanks, dude, for the 2. Appreciate it, man. Definitely didn't have to do that. Let's see here. Hope it snows in Savannah, Georgia. I don't think that'll happen anytime soon, my friend. Nope, don't think so. I think we're going to be stuck with some high pressure for a while. Going to lead to some pretty nice conditions, and overall, not too bad. Let's see. Peak season mid-August to mid-October. Yeah. I think... Wait. Yeah, no, September. September, I think, 11th is, like, the day of peak. Something like that. Yeah, I know it's, like, kind of... I think it's, like, the second week. I'm pretty sure the second into the third week of September is the peak of hurricane season. Let's see here. But then you get people who says in chat they hope it's a Cat 4, Cat 5. Yeah, that I disagree with completely. Sony, I hope you see the difference from what I'm saying compared to what those people are saying. You know, like I said, my difference is completely different, or my stance is completely different than that. I mean, obviously, I don't like what they cause. Like I said, I don't like the destruction they cause. But you know, I hope you can understand like the thrill. You know, obviously, having a nice storm every once in a while is nice. You know. You know, no intention of harm or anything like that. Let's see here. I'm gonna watch my stream with my iPod. Okay. You still have an iPod, Haley? Didn't they discontinue those like 10 years ago? Shoot. Anyways, what else should we go over? I mean, we went over a lot of things. We went over the future conditions. You know, basically summed up you guys if you're just tuning in as. I mean, for the late portion of this month into the first day of February, I mean, for like the last couple days of this month, it's going to be big high-pressure dome, not a whole lot going on across the central U.S. I mean, it's going to be relatively sunny, relatively warm, you know, overall. And, you know, when it comes to it here, I mean, like I said, for February 1st, February 2nd, we're going to get a big dip in the jet stream. It's going to work its way to the east here, and it could slingshot its way across the southern country into the southeast. Could be causing a bit of a situation in the southeast here for the 4th. So that's pretty much what's in plan here for the next little bit. But, you know, it seems like the good news is that the European and GFS agree to some extent. The reason I say some extent, I mean, pretty self-explanatory when you see the models. I mean, like, that, yeah, that's not going to happen. Now, the rainstorm hitting the south, honestly, I really do think so. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good probability. I mean, look at that. That was European model. Here's the GFS on it, too. You can actually see how the GFS shows the same thing happening. So, pretty rainy day for the south, Florida included. Could include me some rain and all that stuff. See here, I totally do. Good Cat 5, perfect eye, not bothering anyone. It's art, man. It is. Obviously, yeah, as long as it doesn't cause any damage, which, I mean, let's be real. Even a tropical storm, a low-end tropical storm will cause damage somewhere. I mean, if it hits something, I mean, it's gonna hurt something. I mean, that's just tropical systems in general. It's gonna cause some form of damage, even if it's very marginal. But I mean, it could be a really weak one. But yeah, as long as it doesn't cause any harm to anybody, then that's fine. I love storms. People can't understand why I love thunderstorms and lightning, tornadoes and hurricanes. Oh yeah, that's me too. Like me, I love tropical systems. I've been through a couple tropical storms. Went through, and my most recent tropical cyclone was Nicole back in 21, late 22. Sorry, December, was it? No, November. I was down here in Florida then. So yeah, November of 22. Wasn't nothing crazy. If you don't know what Nicole was, it was a hurricane that slammed the west coast and went over central Florida. I was in Lakeland at the time, which I kind of still am. So yeah, that's the one I went through. Wasn't too bad. I mean, I was up at like 5 a.m. when it went through. Let's see. Okay, Haley. See, where would that 15% be if it was warranted? Yeah, I find that interesting. Like I said, obviously they did mention, you know, obviously it's too large to warrant a 15%, the uncertainty. But look, potential will exist for severe storms, but highly dependent on sub-synoptic details. So basically, kind of like, so how do I explain this? Sub-synoptic. So let me think of this. Trying to think of a way to word this. One reason I could never make a teacher is sub-synoptic. So pretty much the differences between the models that are what they're showing, basically. So you obviously have the big differences between the models. That's kind of what we're trying to figure out here. It's just a way of saying, you know, it depends on what they agree on, which obviously there's still a lot of disagreement here. Kind of. Terrible teacher, y'all. Terrible teacher. Could never make one. But yeah, like I was explaining, though, I mean, GFS, for example, does show a bit of instability with it. It just depends on what it does, man. I mean, what does European model show, actually? I want to see what Euro, ECMWF here, what it has to show about the instability. That'll be interesting. Oh, not winter weather, severe weather. Here we go. Mixed layer CAPE. So CAPE stands for convective available potential energy. Well. So it does show a bit of a pool of instability in the Gulf. It does show a bit of a pool in the Gulf here. Yeah, not a lot of energy though. I mean, less than 1,000. Less than 1,000 joules per kilogram, which is not a lot. Let's see. Lightning was detected 17 miles from my house. What? Hold up. I gotta do a little check on myself real quick, you guys. My Tempest weather station. Where? Dude, where? Dude, I don't even think there's like anything, there might be some instability still over me. A whopping 0 instability. Nope. Dude, I don't know what that Tempest weather station is saying. Let's see. See, now you did amazing. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Where'd I get the dude? Everybody keeps asking me that, Kimberly. My mom got me this for Christmas, last Christmas, and she got it on Amazon. You just filled up with water. Should I? Dude, I'm so tempted to, man. Dude. Sorry. Oh no, I got these little beads on me now. That was a dumb idea. Why did you guys make me do that? Come on, man. Dude, those little beads, man, they're like styrofoam. And so they like... Okay, let's put that back on before bad things happen. See. Love winter, but I'm kind of ready for spring. I hear you. I'm with you on that, my friend. My birthday's in March. Nice. Mine's in April. Anyways. But is there anything else you guys want me to talk about here? I mean, if y'all have any questions or anything like that about the upcoming weather, I mean, like I said, we went over it all, really. I mean, we covered the vicinity areas. I mean, we covered specific regions. We covered what we can see. You know, obviously, if you want to go back on any of those, you guys can rewind the live stream whenever we finish, so you guys can see what we were talking about beforehand. But yeah, guys, I mean, like I said, this is a stream also where I'm wanting to help you guys. Last Christmas. Oh my gosh, come on. Dude. Let's see, how's my day? It's been good. It's been alright. Already have a weather station? Gotcha. Yeah. I have two. I have a Kestrel, which is probably something you've never heard of before. It's a little handheld one. And I also got a Tempest, which is... It's okay. I have mixed opinions on it, but that's really with any weather station. I want to make my own. I've already started. Here, let me show you guys something. I've already started with the process of making a mesonet. If you've been on my streams during live coverages, whenever you hear me mention mesonet or station, I've had this for a while now. Still need to work on it, but I've shown it on the stream before too. This is what NOAA uses. This is what the Weather Service uses for their high-grade mesonets here. And so basically, this instrument right here is over $1,000. I mean, for one of these things, if you bought it new, you get it for about $1,100. I slowly built mine. But yeah, so obviously the wind blows it around, and then I have my fan here, so maybe it'll turn a bit. Yeah, it has a 1-inch hole here. You can put it over pipe. Pretty cool. I should put this in the background somewhere. God, dude, I'm gonna break something. Dude, this is not working. Maybe it is. Hold on. There we go. How's Michigan looking? Says Melissa. Gotcha. Michigan, there's actually a system that I am looking out for you. Bit of a snow squall concern, I think. Not too confident, or not too sure on it yet, but look at this. Yeah, look at that. So obviously we approach for the morning of the 30th, and it looks like a line of snow could pop through due to a cold air mass, so cold air from up north rubbing against the Great Lakes. I think that's what causes the initiation here, because it looks like it develops right over the Great Lakes there. Put it in the background. See, all models agree in it forming up in the Central Plains. What, the high pressure? Yeah, that's pretty much a given. 1,000. Yeah, it's actually 1,100. Or I think it's like 1,140. Let's see here. Hold on. Dude, I haven't been on here in forever, man. Oh, let me full screen this for you guys. Yeah, I built mine. 35103. This is the one I got here. Ah, yep, there you are. $1,100. 1,100 bucks. Yeah, they ain't cheap, man. One of my friends actually helped me out with the parts. Big shout out to him. He had a bunch of these used parts, and he gave me some, helped me build it. Shout out to the Bush Pilot, if he's ever linging around here. Yeah, man. I need to work on it. Need to get more, do more work on it. It's actually really expensive. But I tell you what, they're great instruments, though. Let's see. I can't stand this warm winter pattern. What? You can't stand it? It's been cold lately. Yeah, I understand though. Honestly, I'm the same way. I like cooler air, and I live in Florida of all places to like cooler air, but I like them both, honestly. I mean, I don't like it getting too hot. Obviously, I handle the cold much better, but I do enjoy it sometimes. But, all right, you guys. Well, honestly, like I said, we've covered a lot of things here tonight. Probably going to head off here, and I might do a live stream on my gaming channel. Y'all want to join me on my gaming channel? I might do a live stream, play some games and stuff. If you, by the way, my gaming channel, it's not PG like this channel is. Just want to let you know. But if you want to follow our gaming channel, here. Yeah, because we're I think I'm gonna go live on my gaming channel. Gonna do some late night gaming. Yeah, like I said, it's not a. Here you go. Let me post it for you. But yeah, like I was saying, our gaming channel's not PG, so just viewer discretion advised. There you go. That's our gaming channel. I'll post it 3 times. That way, you guys, if you want to check it out, we'll be live on it later. Probably gonna play some like Fortnite or something. Hop on there for a little bit. Gonna be a late night. I mean, everybody's up late on Saturday, right? Everybody's still gonna be up for hours and hours and hours. But I think our work here is done, my friends, with the weather. So I appreciate y'all being here, and like I said, we're gonna tomorrow. What am I gonna do tomorrow? I might do coverage tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do coverage tomorrow. I should do Fallout. I've never played Fallout before. Tomorrow on the schedule, I think I'm gonna be doing When I Wake Up. I guess I'll go live for that winter weather. I'll do some coverage on that. Yeah, I'll do some coverage on the winter weather. Or yeah, coverage on the winter weather. Well, I can't talk. Coverage on the winter weather. Just dropped in. What's this New England update? Okay, real quickly, since you missed, I got you. So we were talking about for the Northeast, like I said, we have that snowstorm rolling through. Some areas could see up to 10 inches, or sorry, up to a foot maybe. High pressure builds in, but look out for real cold temperatures in the beginning of February, because models are showing a really big cool down potential. Let's see here, 18 Zulu. Here we go. A real big cool down potential for your area. Oh, wow, why am I looking that far out? There you go. Could get very, very cold across the Northeast here. This will be kind of taking place here for like early February. Early February overall. Chat about this, thanks, no problem. Should take a day off tomorrow, Andrew. You deserve it, says John. Obviously it would be nice, but I'm going to take a day off whenever that high pressure ridge is in place. How about that? Yeah. That's when I'm going to take that's when I'm going to take a break. Obviously tomorrow, I do want to cover the winter weather. Maybe the day after tomorrow I'll take off. I do need a couple days or so. Let's see here. Karma Cat says he excited for snow here in upstate New York. Yeah, it's going to be possible. Let's see here. Yeah, most of the snow is actually going to be for like central southern New York there. Mostly out there towards central southern half, obviously portions like Massachusetts, and it looks like Boston's going to start as rain, turn to snow, and then go back to rain here by the evening. Let's see here. Thank you for the dedication. You're very welcome, guys. Glad to help you all out. I love the cold and snow. This is Karma Cat. I don't mind it. I do love a good snowstorm, but don't get too many of them down here. Yeah, like I was talking in chat earlier today. Back in 1977, they had a snowstorm that reached all the way down to Miami, and it dropped 2 inches of snow down there in some spots, which is like, wow, crazy. All right, guys. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. Once again, appreciate y'all for being here. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow. We'll do another live stream on we'll do a live stream on all of this snow that you see on the screen. Like I said, we're gonna go live on our gaming channel for a little bit. So, yeah, those links I put, that's my gaming channel. Remember, like I said, it's not PG. Just saying that way. See, I wasn't born in 1977. I wasn't either. I was born in '02. So, what's up, Court? Hope you're good. All right, y'all. Well, once again, thanks for joining, guys. Y'all have a great night. If I don't see you in my gaming channel, y'all have a great night out there. And you know, like I said, thank you for joining. I'm probably gonna play with some Fortnite. Hey, Courtney, do you want to play Fortnite on our channel? I don't know. Courtney might join us. We'll see. But all right, guys. Y'all take care. Much love to you. Stream's going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes. So go ahead and say goodbye to your friends, family, anybody you're hanging out with here in the chat. And all that. But once again, also, before the timer runs out, let me go ahead and give a big thank you to our donators here, because we did have a couple donators, guys. Once again, thank you, much appreciated. Let's see here. Obviously, as a way of me saying thank you, is me saying thank you again at the end. So Jack, thank you so much for the 10, dude. Very much appreciated. Storm Gaming for the 2. Thanks, man. Sony for the 2 as well. We also did have a donation on Cashapp from Brandy for the $4. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Y'all definitely did not have to do that. And it's much appreciated. But all right. Oh, yep. Looks like Court's going to join us. All right, guys. We're going to hop on our gaming channel here in probably about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. No, probably not an hour. About 30 minutes or no, 30 minutes or so. So we'll probably live right around like 11:45 at latest midnight. So we'll be live on our gaming channel. All right, guys. Once again, it's PG. Sorry, it's not PG. This channel's PG, but that's not. There is our gaming channel, so subscribe if you haven't. And all right, guys. Y'all take care. Much love to you, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, my friends. Catch you then.